Welcome to Class 9 English, Chapter 5, The Snake and the Mirror. In this session, we will cover all important questions and answers from this humorous yet frightening story. Let's begin. Question 1. The sound was a familiar one. What sound did the doctor hear? What did he think it was? How many times did he hear it? When and why did the sounds stop? The doctor heard the sound of rats moving on the beam above. He thought it was the usual rat activity. He heard it 3 times, when he opened the door, while combing his hair, and while smiling at himself. The sounds stopped when the snake fell from the beam with a dull thud. Question 2. What 2 important and earth-shaking decisions did the doctor take while he was looking into the mirror? The 2 decisions were: 1. To shave daily and grow a thin mustache to look more handsome. 2. To always keep an attractive smile on his face to enhance his appearance. Question 3. I looked into the mirror and smiled, says the doctor. A little later he says, I forgot my danger and smiled feebly at myself. What is the doctor's opinion about himself when he first smiles, and when he smiles again? When he first smiles, he feels confident and handsome, admiring his appearance and planning to impress others. When he smiles again, he feels foolish and helpless, realizing his dangerous situation and his inability to do anything. Question 4. Which sentences show the author was afraid of the snake, was proud of his appearance, and had a sense of humor? Afraid, I was turned to stone, the arm was beginning to be drained of strength. Proud, I looked into the mirror and smiled. It was an attractive smile. Humor, the fellow had such a sense of cleanliness, was it trying to make an important decision about growing a mustache? Question 5. Complete these expressions that show fear. 1. I was turned to stone. 2. I sat there holding my breath. 3. In the light of the lamp I sat there like a stone image in the flesh. Question 6. Match the italicized expressions with their meanings. Very frightened. Scared out of my wits. Frightened suddenly. Got a fright. Jumped out of his skin, gave me a fright. Too scared to move, paralyzed with fear, not moving a muscle. Makes another feel frightened, make your hair stand on end. Question 7. Report these questions. 1. Nina asked her friend if she thought her teacher would come that day. 2. David asked his colleague where he would go that summer. Question 8. Report these questions. 3. He asked the little boy why he was studying English. 4. She asked me when we were going to leave. Question 9. Report these questions. 5. Prawn asked me if I had finished reading the newspaper. 6. Seema asked her how long she had lived there. Question 10. What makes this frightening incident humorous? Think of contrasts between dreams and reality. The humor comes from the contrast between the doctor's grand dreams and harsh reality. He dreams of being handsome but lives in poverty. He wants to marry a rich, fat doctor but marries a thin, reedy person. He plans his future while a deadly snake is coiled around his arm. The thief takes everything except his dirty vest. Question 11. Describe the kind of person the doctor is versus the kind of person he wants to be. Reality. A poor doctor with meager earnings, 60 rupees, living in a small rented room with rats, possessing few clothes. Dreams. Wants to be handsome with a mustache and attractive smile, marry a rich fat woman doctor, and be successful. Question 12. How would you rewrite the story without its humor, as a frightening incident? To make it purely frightening, I would remove the doctor's humorous thoughts about marriage and appearance, focus on the physical sensations of fear and danger, emphasize the deadly nature of the cobra, and describe the helplessness and terror more intensely without comic relief. Congratulations! You have completed all questions from Chapter 5, The Snake and the Mirror. Thank you.